This video is about calculating the measures of central tendency and in particular about the ungrouped data. So when we say measures of central tendencies, these are the statistical values. These are the statistical values which tells us the center or average of the data set. Now, in our syllabus, there are three measurements of the central tendency, and these are first, mean, second, it's median, third is mode. So we'll go through all these three measurements of central tendency one by one, starting with the mean. And keeping in mind, we are dealing with the ungrouped data at the moment. The mean for ungrouped data. Mean simply tells us the average. It is the average of the data set given to us. How do we calculate mean? The formula is sum of values upon number of values. So sum of values means whatever individual values are there given in the data set. For the ungrouped data, you sum up the values, and whatever the count of the values is, you divide it by the count, which is also called as the number of values. Next, we have the concept of median. Median is simply defined as the middle position. It is the middle value. And to have this middle value, we first need to arrange the data in an order. The data needs to be arranged in either in ascending order or descending order. The data is to be arranged in an ascending or descending order to pick the median. Next, we have the concept of mode. Mode is defined as the uh, values which are high, which are having the highest frequency. So most repeated values or values having the highest frequency. Okay, so these are the three measurements of central tendency with their definition. Now, we'll have a look at some of the examples that will help us in understanding the concept a bit better. Let me pick one example. Okay. Now in this example, we have to find mean, median, and mode of the following set of numbers. And we can see that this data given is the ungrouped data. Why ungrouped data? Because it's the data obtained in the raw form and no organization has been applied on it. So let's start with finding the mean first. For mean, as we discussed earlier, mean is calculated as sum of values upon number of values. So sum of values upon number of values. The sum of values here we have 3, 12, 4, 6, 8, 5, 4. Sum means we'll add up 3 plus 12 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 5 plus 4. Upon the number of values, the number of values, it's their count. And how many values we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 different values there. So divide by 7. So this mean can be calculated with the help of calculator, or if you want, you can do it manually also. So 3 plus 12 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 5 plus 4. So numerator gives us 42 upon 7, and 7 6 are 42. So we get the mean as 6. Now moving on for finding median, and as discussed earlier, median, for finding median, we first need to arrange the data first in either in ascending order or descending order. So let's first arrange in ascending order. And while we arrange the numbers in order, make sure you are canceling the numbers used, because that will help us in avoiding any errors as repeating the same number or maybe missing out any number. So the lowest out of all these data values given, it's the 3. Next lowest number is 4. We can see 2, 4, so 3, 4, 4. After 4, we have a 5, followed by 6 and 8. And in the end, 12. So we have arranged all these 7 numbers in an ascending order. After arranging them in ascending order, we'll pick the middle value, the middle number. And the middle number is, for finding the middle number, what we simply do is we keep on cancelling the numbers at both the ends one by one. And whatever number is left in the middle is the median for us. So here, the median is 5. Last, we have to find the mode, and for mode, uh, it's the highest repeated value. And from the data, we can see that the highest repeated value is 4 only, because 4 is the only value which has come twice. So mode in this case is 4. Why 4? Because we can see 2 different 4s here. So this was about the part A. Part B. Okay, we'll do the same thing here. So for finding mean, it's the sum of values upon number of values. The sum of values means it's going to be 7 plus 3 plus 4 plus 10 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 11 plus 10 plus 4. These are the sum of values representing the numerator, and denominator would be the number of values. The number of values here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12. So you can use a calculator here. It's 7 plus 3 plus 4 plus 10 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 11 plus 10 plus 4. We are getting this as 60 upon 12. That gives us 5. So we get the mean as 5. For finding median, we have to arrange the data in an order, and we'll do the same practice here. As we arrange the numbers in an order, we keep on cancelling the numbers as well, so that we may not miss out any numbers. So the lowest we can see is there are 2 ones there. So 1, 1. Followed by 1, we have a 2, 3, 2, 3. And we can see 2 different 3s. This also goes. After 3, it's 4. And we have 1, 2, 3 different 4s. So 4, 4, and 4. After 5, after 4, we have a 7, followed by a 10, and we have 2 10s there, and then 11. We have arranged the data in an order. After arranging the data in an order, we'll keep on cancelling the numbers at both the ends and see what's there in the middle. So we keep on cancelling one by one on both the ends. And now we can see 2 different values here. Unlike the previous part A, where it was left with only one single value in the middle, and here we are having 2 different values. Why it's happening? It's because part A, the data values were 7 in number. 7 in number, and 7 was the odd data for us. And here in case of part B, we have 12 different values. And 12 different values, it's the even data for us. When we have even data, we'd be left with 2 different values. And whenever you have 2 different values in the middle, you always take the average of the 2 values. So the average of the 2 values here, it would be 4 plus 4. Since there are 2 values, so 4 plus 4 upon 2 it would be. So that would give us 4 only. In this case, median is 4. Now let's work it out from mode. Mode is the number having the highest frequency, and the number which is having the highest frequency here is 4 only. So 4 for us would be the mode. The mode is equals to 4. Okay, so that was the basic concept and the basics of mean, median, mode when we have that ungrouped data. Let's pick up some tricky question. about ungrouped data where we have to use the concept of mean. Okay, so in this example, question says mean mass of 11 players in a football team is 80.3. So what we are given here is we have the mean of 11 players. That is 80.3 kg. And then it says mean mass of the team plus a substitute. Mean mass plus a substitute. So substitute means initially there were 11 players, and substitute means that there'd be one more player. So we can say that mean of now 12 players is equal to 81.2 kg. We have to find the mass of the substitute. Mass of the substitute, which is the 12th player. This is what we need to find. So we have to find this mass of this 12th player. So we are referring or denoting this by x. So x is something what we need to find here. Now, always remember whatever conditions are given, you have to start with this formula of those given condition only. So here, unlike the previous question where it was the mean supposed to be found, here the mean is given to us. So since mean is given, we have to start with the means formula only. And mean formula is sum of values upon number of values. Okay. So in the very first condition, it's about mean of 11 players. So mean of 11 players means the formula would be represented as mean is equals to, numerator has to be the sum. So can we simply write this as sum of 11 players, and denominator is the number of values, so it write this as 11 only. Mean is given as 80.3. So 80.3 is equal to sum of 11 players upon 11. Now here, if we multiply 80.3 by 11, we'd be able to find the sum of 11 players. So let's find the sum of 11 players. Sum of 11 players would simply be equals to 80.3 into 11. So 80.3 into 11 using calculator, 80.3 into 11. We are getting this as 883.3 kilogram is the unit. You've got the sum of 11 players. So what we'll now do is, we'll find the sum of 12 players also, because we also have the mean of 12 players. We'll find the sum of 12 players also and use that sum to subtract the 11 sum of 11 players, and that would eventually give us the mass of the 12th player. So let's first find the sum of the 12 players. So now it would be mean of 12 players now is equals to sum of 12 players upon 12. Now, sum of 12 players, there can be one more approach of solving this. Sum of 12 players, can we also write this as sum of the previous 11 players plus x, which is the 12th player for us, the substitute player, upon 12. So mean of 12 players, it's given as 81.2. So what we'll simply do is we'll cross multiply them, and sum of 11 players is already given to us, which is 883.3. So 81.2 into 12, and in place of this sum of 11 players, we have the value as 883.3 plus x, and this x represents the mass of the substitute player. So solving it, 81.2 into 12, 81.2 into 12, we'll get 974.4 is equal to 883.3 plus x. Finally, x would be equals to 974.4 minus 883.3. So x, which is representing the mass of the 12th player, would be 974.4 minus 883.3, and that would give us 91.1 kg. This ends the question here.